Sup, sisters? This is Rachel and Rebecca checking in. So I quit my job last week. Wait, I thought we ghosted him. I'm starving. Wait, what are you wearing? Age is just a number. No, we can do anything. You guys, I was on a walk 2 days ago, and while I was on my walk, I saw a rock, as one does. And you know how you always think, oh, I'm just gonna go kind of kick the rock around, do your little thing? I go in for a kick, miss it completely. Don't touch the rock at all. And I was like, I hope no one saw that. It was this moment of embarrassment, and I just couldn't fully recover, and it's bad enough that I had to air it out here today.
You know, it's hard when you define yourself as an athlete.
Yes.
And so you're like expected to do athletic things. It's like when I have to like hop over a fence somewhere. I was in Vegas a couple weeks ago, had to like hop over a little fence, bruised my knee. Just came crashing down on it.
Or when you see a video
yeah.
of yourself doing something that you thought you looked a certain way doing, protect your peace.
No.
Like if you had a video of yourself going over that fence, you're like, I have never seen a fence in my life before.
Was not me. Was not
no,
me.
It's so awkward, but that's how I'm doing.
That sounds great. I personally feel like we're in a business meeting right now.
Literally.
You're wearing a black oversized blazer. I am in slacks.
I know.
And loafers.
Which I have to ask you, do you feel like yourself or no?
I feel like a version of myself.
Okay.
I don't feel like myself in my truest form.
Okay.
But does anyone feel like that when they're in like slacks and a blazer?
I actually do. Like in this blazer, or if I'm wearing slacks and like a white t-shirt, I feel good.
See, if I feel like if I were wearing like kind of a cool shirt, the slacks would be fine.
It's almost you're so business on business.
I'm so standing on business right now.
Yeah, because you've got the collar plus the slacks. Where like I have the jean, which I feel like is bringing in who I am.
It's like a fun business.
I know, and I wish Davis had a black blazer, but we only had the houndstooth. And again, I tried to put on my own black blazer.
Right.
Tight.
Oh my gosh.
Like skin tight. My arms bulging.
Old business clothes are so tight. And there's nothing worse than like a really tight form-fitting blazer. You can't move your arms.
There's no
You're
give.
like a T-Rex.
There's no give in that fabric. They're also like too short for me. So my arm, it was literally, I put it on and said I had to take this off.
Yeah.
The podcast cannot see me in this state. So now we're in this lovely pattern, but it's the fit that I want. So anyways, we're just making it work. I figure let's experiment and try something
Oh, I
new.
love it. One item of business I need to bring to the pod is anyone actually watching Summer House? Like, do people actually watch Summer House?
Yeah.
Before this Amanda West, it's West, right? With
a T.
West and Sierra drama. I'm like, okay, like I heard of Amanda and Kyle, you know, they got divorced, but like, who watches Summer House?
You even knew Amanda and Kyle got divorced.
It's only because of like some of the podcasts I listen to, but like I have no interest in Kyle and Amanda.
Yeah. You're like, everything that I know about Kyle and Amanda is against my will.
Exactly.
Someone has spoon-fed me that information.
It's like, I don't want to know anymore.
No, I discovered this scandal because an influencer that I follow posted a story saying, I just watched West's story and I am sick to my stomach. I need to call my therapist. And I am like, who is West? I think it's Kanye West. I am Googling and looking up Kanye West, what's new with Kanye. I'm like, maybe he goes by West now. I thought he was Ye, but maybe he's West. Come to find out it's these Summer House people. And I don't know a single person in my life that watches Summer House or that at least said Summer House to me.
I don't know a single soul who's like, did you see like the Summer House season last season?
No.
Or like episode?
I was even confused what Summer House was. I thought it would be Single House, and then some of them are married.
It's so
And
bizarre.
I'm so confused what's going on. Like, I know Paige DeSorbo and Hannah Berner got their start on Summer House.
I know.
And I know them, but I don't know them from Summer House. I know them from like Giggly Squad, Hannah Berner's bits on Instagram, and Paige being Paige, an icon. But I'm like, Summer House, who?
They truly are fabulous. And like, I'm thinking, I'm like, do I need to go back and watch like Paige and Hannah bits? But I fear I just don't want to do that.
Their origins. I don't need to know some of the drama. Or people are like, Paige was like, or Hannah was annoying on it. And I like who I know them as now.
Exactly.
And so I don't need to know them as reality
Did you know
version.
this? I think you probably did. But
What?
apparently Amanda got like Hannah sent off Summer House or something like that. I don't really know. So there's big beef between like Hannah and Amanda. And like she came out with this Honest Wipes ad. Like, like literally hours after Amanda and West post on their story. So it's like this whole like it wasn't about Amanda and West, but like it just is hilarious.
The timing. Because I saw Claudia Oshry commented this and said, I love that you posted this right now. I thought it was so funny.
So funny.
I only learned about the Hannah Berner drama since I have, again, against my will, learned about West and Sierra.
This is like a finding within the last 2 days.
Yes. I'm like,
anyways,
it is so crazy, but yeah, that's the only opinion I have about the drama.
Yeah.
Other than what's going on. And he, you know, when you look at him, some people you can look in their eyes and you just know he would date his ex-girlfriend's best friend.
He, like, for you, those of you that don't live in Utah, they don't understand this, but like there is a sales bro prototype in Utah, and I'm sure it's also global, but like they go out and sell pest control basically during the summers, and like no tea, no shade, but like there's a carbon copy of this guy, and it is West.
Yes. Well, when you think of the stereotypical,
that's what I mean.
Like the cult, like the picture of who it is him.
Yes.
Obviously, there are a lot of different people that do it, but when you think of the stereotype, it's them, or it's him. And it's so funny.
Hilarious.
I'm like, we should have known.
We should have known.
What's going on?
We should have known.
Summer house drama seems wild, though. I'm like, what is going on in this house? But anyways, I feel like those are my updates.
Yes,
I don't have anything else crazy.
Have anything else
we need to address the white couch is gone.
Oh, yeah. So the white couch is gone.
And we're in chairs, and I just feel like we need to give a call out to that.
Again, it's giving business.
Yeah.
I think we like it. I think you're going to be seeing some more changes in the coming months.
No, you will. We're very excited about
Teaser.
it. Yeah. I'm loving the chairs.
The chairs are so fun.
I know. I
don't really know. I'm still like figuring out. I'm feeling a little bit like
still
uncomfortable.
adjusting.
Yeah. This isn't home, but I feel like it will be.
It's a good vibe though. Anyways, our episode is things that keep us up at night. And before we get into it, as always, if you're on YouTube, subscribe. If you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, follow us. And if you could leave us a 5-star review, it seriously helps us out so much. We love you guys and thank you for your support. Okay, first one. Should we start light or should we start heavy, do you think?
I was going to start light, but we can start heavy.
Let's start light.
Okay.
Let's start light. I'll do my first one.
Okay.
And this one, I'm like sad to say this out loud. It is saggy earlobes and getting saggy earlobes. And I know that no one else is worried about this, but every time I wear heavy earrings, I think about getting saggy earlobes with a really long earring hole. It's no longer, it's not a dot, it becomes a line.
So like gauges are like your worst nightmare.
Oh. But no, even when I wear a heavy earring, I have to take it off immediately after. Like if I'm wearing a big earring on the pod, take it off when we're done filming. I wear them to dinner. I only wear them for short periods of time and I have to take them off.
I do that too, but it's only because it gives me a headache. Like if I have too much weight on my ears, it literally gives me a headache.
Really?
Is this fear, like will I get saggy earlobes? Because I wear earrings way more than you do.
More than I do.
Yeah.
I don't know, but because I'm just so nervous about getting saggy lobes. People are worried about the wrinkles. I'm worried about my saggy earlobes.
And you don't even wear earrings.
Because I'm worried that I don't want to get saggy earlobes. I can only wear really light ones. And I lost my light pair of earrings that like my daily wears, or I think they tarnished, and so I had to retire them. Right. So I need a new pair of everyday light ones to put in. Because I like an everyday earring, but again, it cannot be heavy because people are out here getting saggy lobes.
I think you can get surgery for it though.
Yeah, but I don't want to get earlobe surgery.
I mean, if push came to shove and you got gauges, I'm going back to the gauges comment. Yeah. I think you could get it surgically replaced.
Yeah, you could figure it out.
There is nothing grosser than someone that's had like massive gauges though, and then they're like really droopy. I do feel really bad for those people, but also like, what were you doing getting gauges?
They go down to like the mid neck.
Yeah,
there are some trends you just don't want to lean so far into.
Yeah, that one it seems hazardous for your body. Objectively,
doesn't seem right.
No,
it's okay though. So that's the first thing that keeps me up at night. It shouldn't, but it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine's not on a similar playing field. One thing that keeps me up at night is my worry about Gen Alpha. Specifically males in Gen Alpha. I'm thinking high schoolers. So the gym that I go to, like, I would like to say the majority of folks are like above the age of 18. They're not. But there are these Gen Alpha high schoolers, and they are carbon copies of each other. The first thing that I'm worried about is the broccoli haircut.
Oh.
What's up with this broccoli haircut that Gen Alpha has going on?
No.
And every single kid boy has it.
Every single one.
It's like this, like, it's going everywhere. The back's like flipped up. I'm like, what are we doing here? Every kid has it.
I'm wondering,
it doesn't look good.
Who set that trend?
That's what I'm wondering
Where
too.
did it come from that we all have the broccoli cut?
I don't know, but it needs to stop.
Yeah. I feel like we should they just need a different cut. You can all have the same cut, but at least not have it be broccoli.
Yeah. I just can't stand
if
the broccoli
your haircut
cut
is named after a vegetable, let's reevaluate.
Is there other names for that cut? I feel like it's the broccoli cut.
No, it's the broccoli. I mean,
it literally
like
just
low
looks like
type or fade something, but it's
your broccoli. Also, they have the same exact these like the baggy sweatpants, and like I get that's kind of cool, but like the girls wear these like low rise baggy sweatpants, and like my immediate thought is like, do you have shorts on underneath? Because like all of my Hispanics are high rise, or like not even just like normal mid rise.
Yeah.
But like, how are they pulling off these low rise really baggy sweats? I just don't know.
And they're dangerously low, and I know that they're heavy.
Oh no, exactly.
They're not
thick.
lightweight. They're thick. So I'm like, dude, you start hopping around. Those things are at your ankles.
I know. So I'm like, are you just wearing underwear underneath it?
Yeah.
Like. I just, it's like beyond me. I just don't understand.
I know, they're just bold. They've got a boldness that and they don't seem to be worried. If someone saw their undies, they'd say, great, good day.
They seem fine.
They seem fine with it. What gets me, and this is going to make me sound old, sometimes the flannel pajama pants, I just feel like flannel PJs belong at home. Call me old fashioned.
I agree with you.
But, and again, it's a choice, and if you decide to make it, that's totally fine, but it's a trend that I just don't understand.
I just have a question for you. You're Gen Z, I'm a millennial,
yeah.
Literally. But are you worried about the younger generation? When you look at Gen Alpha, are you worried? Because I feel like I'm worried about Gen Z a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm extremely worried about Gen Alpha.
The worry only increases with age. The worry for me is that I got Instagram in middle school.
Right.
And in high school, it like was kind of just starting the Instagram mania.
Yeah.
They grew up with the mania. And the influencers, because I still think that I had a childhood where I didn't know all the Sephora products all the time.
Right.
Like I was watching YouTube still, like that was very much a thing. And I think that it helped my childhood. Like I still kind of went through a little bit of an awkward phase where I got like a bob, and that's good for you. And now I feel that they are all wearing the drunk elephant little droppy things.
What?
Exactly.
What's the drunk elephant droppy things?
You know they're the bronzing drunk elephant drops you put under your makeup that make you look good.
Oh, that make you look tan.
Yeah, they make you tan and glowy.
Okay. Yes, I know exactly. Yes. I've used them before. PSA.
Yes.
Okay, I do it. That's hard.
Like they're in a little square thing.
The square thing? Wait, just tanning drops? Are these just tanning drops?
No, they're not tanning drops.
I have not used these before.
It's under your makeup. They're the drunk elephant drops. They're bronzing drops, but they don't make you tan. It's like a makeup underlayer.
Interesting.
You put it on under your makeup. It gives you a little glow.
Oh, fun.
It makes you look like glowier.
Everyone's using that.
Yeah, it was like a really big thing a couple years ago. They're still really popular, but they were like being sold out everywhere a couple years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I'm sorry.
Gen Alpha and us could use a conversation. Just to kind of get
what's funny though? And I'm sorry we're taking this off topic, but like, I feel like when influencers get big, I'm like, oh, they're my age. So like Alex Earl, I'm like, it is not registered to me that like she's 10 years younger than I am. I'm like, oh no, like me, Alex, Jake, Shane are like gonna go hang out.
No, there's something so humbling when you start realizing that famous people are younger than you are.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm behind.
It's just starting for me, and it's jarring.
It's so jarring.
Like, oh, they're 18. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, like younger end.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, they were born in 2007.
I know.
What do you mean they were born in 2007?
I know.
It's insane. No, it's truly jarring.
It's very jarring.
And that's what I think about sports. I said this to Davis. He really loves watching college football, and I said, you do realize you are watching 18 to 22-year-old boys.
That's what's hilarious.
It's crazy.
It's hilarious.
I mean, we do the same thing with influencers, so no tea, no shade, but totally. It's just crazy. Like, I just think everyone forever thinks they're like 23, 24, 25.
I will say, though, for the boys, for some reason, college athlete boys ages 18 to 22, basketball and football, they look like they're 30.
Yes.
I swear. I'm like,
they are men.
I'm like, did you like just like peak or not even peak, but like start puberty earlier than everyone else? Like, what kind of testosterone are you guys on?
I know.
Anyways,
no, I feel like particularly for me, the football players,
Yes.
some of them, you could tell me they're 40 and I'd believe you.
I know.
I'd be like, okay, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, okay.
I'm like, yeah, you got a family of 4 at home. Or when it's like he has 3 kids, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then like, oh yeah, he's 24. Like in the NFL. What?
Wait, does that happen a lot?
Yeah, like there'll be guys where I think NFL players to me seem that they should be so old.
Oh, true,
the
true,
average
true.
age is like 27.
I know, it's so true. And I used to think, I'm like, oh, I should like start jersey chasing these NFL players. No, they're like 10 years, again, 8 years younger than I am.
No, they're young.
Yeah, they're young
youngins. And then again, when they have a bunch of kids, I assume that they're in their 30s and 40s.
Yeah.
No,
They're
average
young.
age 27.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The next thing that keeps me up at night is I saw this reel, and it was a girl saying, starting weightlifting as a Pilates girl who's afraid of weights. And what keeps me up at night is realizing that there are girls out there that are still afraid of weightlifting and afraid of weights. I thought we collectively all got over that together.
Yeah.
And I realized that there are still those out there living in fear.
What do you think this fear stems from? Is it the whole if I lift weights, I'm going to get bulky, or is it a lack of knowledge?
I think it's both. I'm sure it's
Yeah.
intimidating for some. And I did see her, she was using a barbell in the thing, and I was like, you know what? Barbell isn't the place to start. Barbell is scary. The barbell is terrifying, and injury is just right around the corner if you're not doing that right. So be careful. I am scared for you if you're starting. Start with the dumbbells. The dumbbells are much more approachable. I think part of it is you go to a commercial gym, and especially busy ones, you're fighting for your space, and so you have to be willing to take up space.
You have to be so confident in the gym.
Yes. So I think it's like multifaceted, where part of it is that, and part of it is I don't want to get bulky.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And being afraid to get bulky. You won't.
Weights are not popular right now.
They're on the out.
They're on the out. Like, it's like Pilates and running.
Mm-hmm. Running is in.
Running is in.
Which one thing I do like about running being in is I feel like there was a while where high intensity exercise was demonized.
Oh, for sure.
It was like, if you do high intensity exercise, you're going to get cortisol belly, you're going to retain all this water, you're going to be bloated all the time. I vehemently disagree.
I completely agree with that.
And I hate any type of fear mongering of an entire brand of exercising.
Agreed.
For a small percentage of people who have certain medical conditions, will over-exercising make you bloated? Yes, especially if you're not hydrated and you're not eating right, your body's going to do weird stuff. For the average person, high-intensity exercise is so good for you a few times a week.
Yeah, it's so true.
Like, it's so good for you. So, I don't know. I just don't like the fear-mongering around that.
No, I got to the point where like I thought running was bad.
Same.
I was like, oh, if I like literally run, like all of the muscle that I've put on is gonna wither away, and I'm only gonna lose muscle, and I'm just gonna get flabbier.
Yes.
It's like, wait, this totally does not work like that.
It's such a contradiction.
It's such a contradiction.
And of course, it's like, yes, if you only run, you will only develop certain muscles.
For sure.
But I'm like, every healthy routine should have high intensity training. People are like, don't raise. I'm like, if you are never raising your heart rate, that is actually bad for your heart.
No, it's
you should raise your heart rate.
You need to raise your heart rate.
Yes, it is.
Did you know you're supposed to do it like 30 minutes a day, like with a somewhat elevated heart rate?
Yes,
that's like.
Intensity
That's a lot.
Is good for you, newsflash.
Yeah, totally.
30 minutes is a long time.
30 minutes is a long time.
Actually, when you think about it.
Yeah, totally.
And so, yeah, that's one thing that I very much disliked that was going on. And I'm glad that intensity is coming back.
Yeah.
The people are enjoying intensity, and like spin classes are coming back. I just think the issue is when the only thing you do is spin. Or the only thing you do is run.
Agreed.
Yes, that's when like your body may look a certain way. But anyways, if I'm talking about this way too long, but I just feel strongly about it.
You know, the barbell's scary. And when our dad put a home gym in, he was like, what implement should we use? Mm-hmm. And our whole family was like, barbell. It's like, you can probably do a lot with it.
Yeah.
Little did we know that he was putting our home gym in the upstairs. So if we drop the barbell with any kind of force, there's a chance that the barbell would just collapse our house, collapse the second story of our house. So there was printed out pages of paper that were like, no dropping weights. And so like I got to the point where like I was like, I can do a couple arm exercises, but like I can't touch that barbell because like knowing me, I will drop it and it will damage something.
Can you imagine?
I just...
You are mid-workout, you drop the barbell, and all of a sudden you're at the first floor.
I can see that happening.
No, the problem is I can't envision
like,
it.
Literally, like, physics is like force times something, and it's just like, whoosh.
Oh, no.
So funny.
You do not want to play that game, and you do not want to be the one that collapsed your family home.
No. Needless to say, I think we moved into the garage at one point. That was probably like a smarter move. But I was nervous for a time.
You know, I was nervous for a time, and yeah, you couldn't do anything too robust in there.
No. Okay, so there is a new documentary on Netflix.
Yeah.
Called Melania.
Oh.
And somehow last night, like, it ended up being on my television screen.
Wow.
The Melania documentary.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know, something that I have always wondered, I don't know anything about her, but like, what in the world do Melania and Donald Trump talk about?
Yes.
Like, what is the relationship dynamics
Absolutely.
of our president? She's FLOTUS. She is our first lady. And like,
for some reason.
do you know anything about Melania? Like, I'm like, oh, Jackie O, like the Bush, I don't even know the Bush wife, but I'm like, oh yes, the Bush wife. You know, like Michelle Obama. I'm like, all hail Michelle Obama. I don't know who was our last president again? Biden. Who's Biden's wife?
Oh, Jill.
Jill. Okay, see, I did, but like, she went off the rails.
I heard that she like started taking over the White House and was basically running the show.
Look, I don't blame her.
Yeah, I'm like,
someone's
you
gotta
go,
do
Jill.
something. But I am just so like, I turned the documentary on, and it's just, I will say, like, anyone who gets through that first hour and a half, like, you've got some stamina, because Melania, like, looks incredible. Woman is a super model. She is wearing like these massive like aviator like movie star sunglasses. I mean, she is everywhere. She's like a model, so she's like tailoring her dresses, and she just, anyways, like,
she's a diva.
She's a diva. I think she's from Romania. I'm not sure where she's from. I mean, if English isn't her first language, so like,
she's from somewhere. I do not know where she is.
I don't know where she's from. Take back Romania. Anyways,
she could be, for all I know.
and so I'm like, I just was trying to get to the part, because I'm like, what did Donald and her talk about?
Yes.
And within the first like 20 minutes, finally he shows up and he's like, hey, Melania, like, hey, yeah, we're up in the swing states and we're doing pretty good. We're beating him 32-20. And she's like, that is great. I'm just like, what is the relationship dynamic going? Also, did you know that they have a son that lives in the White House?
Yes, he's little Barton.
Baxton. Baxton.
I don't know.
And it might be Barton. It starts with a B.
I don't know. I think it's wrong, but it starts with a B. I don't know.
So
he's young.
He's young. He's grown. I think he's probably 14 to 16 right now or something.
That's wild.
Anyways, I just feel like I'm just so curious. I guess it is keeping me up, but like, what does that relationship look like? What is FLOTUS doing?
You know,
what is POTUS doing?
You lost me the first time you said FLOTUS. I couldn't take you seriously after the word FLOTUS.
Well, on everything in that documentary, it just says FLOTUS. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, POTUS. I'm like, from Scandal. I'm like, oh, president. I'm like, oh, yes. First lady of the United States.
You know, it is the word. Your husband is POTUS and you are FLOTUS. It sounds like you're sneezing. I was like, what? When you first said it, I was like, what is coming out of your mouth? I have no idea what they talk about. And I hate to I would never call her a gold digger.
No.
But, you know, sometimes when you just, you know, I like to think they have a really deep connection.
No, that's what I was looking for. I'm just wondering what this relationship looks like. It looks fascinating to me.
I know, but you know, I like to, I don't know anything about Melania, and it's so interesting. But for some reason, I kind of love her. She's very delicious to me.
No, I did turn it off just because it was like similar things, but I was like, oh, you're powerful.
Yeah.
And like, you're like beautiful supermodel. Her hair was perfect.
Yes.
She was perfect.
Oh, she's perfect all the time.
Yes, all the time.
And I love when she went from Romanian or wherever she's from to FLOTUS. Like when you saw that girl at 3 years old, she's FLOTUS.
Yeah.
And she I love a crossover supermodel to fame. It's like when Arnold Schwarzenegger became the governor of California. And it was like, wow, we are really, the American people just love a star.
we We love a star.
Put him in power. You watch him in Terminator and you go, that's my governor.
I mean, Ronald Reagan was an actor.
That's right. I forget about that.
Yeah, he was an actor.
We love a star.
We love a star.
And I love somehow we let him cross over.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, Donald Trump, reality TV star.
Donald's just a star.
You're fired. He literally is a star.
I have seen every episode of The Apprentice. I want people to know.
Yeah.
Fascinating show.
It's fascinating.
Yeah. I don't know.
Don't know anything. Yeah.
Anyways.
So funny. Okay, my next one, something that keeps me up at night is I was thinking the other week about how the biggest gift my parents have given me is not the many wonderful things they've given, not my education, not the house I grew up in. It is an unwavering belief that I can accomplish anything with a little hard work. Like, when I tell you, growing up, it wasn't, oh, what can you accomplish? It was, what do you want to accomplish?
True.
I fully believe if I wanted to become a neurosurgeon, I would just have to put forth the necessary effort and I could get there. It was all effort based. It was like, you are capable enough to do whatever you want. You just have to put in the elbow grease and the work to get there. And it came as a shock to me that I realized other people were not raised with the same belief. The one place this did not extend to was becoming a singer, actress, or any sort of pop star, anything in that realm, model, did not extend to that, which unfortunately we now do a podcast, which it probably didn't also extend to, but I decided that it applies to this as well. Anyways.
No, I feel like I agree with you, and I think that's such a good thing you want to instill in your children.
Absolutely.
It comes with its challenges, though, and I will name one of them. One of them is that, like, I'm just, like, not easily impressed. I'm like, oh, he's a neurosurgeon? Like, I mean, I could do that.
Well, and I think, like, a perfect caveat is that I don't think that I know the brain better than he does.
No.
Like,
it's
I
just that
respect his education.
No, for sure. And
but I'm like, he's not better than I am because he's a
exactly.
neurosurgeon.
I'm like, oh, you're a neurosurgeon? I'm like, well, I could be a neurosurgeon.
Like, if someone thinks they're better than me, I'm like, take yourself a step down. Like, take yourself off a pedestal.
Yes.
Like, you just decide, you chose a different path.
And you know what?
My path led me behind the mic.
And you know what? We're here. I don't know any more about the brain.
No.
But we're here. The second point that I was going to make was that, you know what it does give you a little bit is it's almost like decision paralysis. There's too many options.
Yes, that was something that I felt like picking my major.
That was hard.
Was that it was, well, there's so many options and just feeling like the endless possibilities and you just have to choose one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, do you feel like it still gives you decision paralysis?
I think like a little bit. Like sometimes I'm just like, oh, maybe I'll like be an AI implementer. Not actually. I mean, yeah. I'm like I don't actually know. Well, I think a little bit. I think it's hard because it's just like you're getting to a point where it's just like, okay, I want to live my life intentionally, and so like, what do I want to be when I grow up? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so, owning that vision is scary.
Yeah,
actually. Mm-hmm. But like, do I believe I could do anything? Yes, and so it's a problem.
No, it is a problem.
Like, I almost wish it was like you were meant for this.
Oh.
But I'm just kind of like, I mean, like, yeah, I could go, I don't know, work here. I could go work there. I could go back to school. I could go here. I just wish I had like a little bit more of a calling, I think maybe is what I'm saying.
Yeah, like
this is more of a personal thing, not anything up to do with our parents, but you know.
Yeah, applying it to your own personal life. I love it. Let's take it there.
Yeah. Let's take it there.
It really sounds like an interview when I say that. and the office just take it over the edge. No, but really, there is an element of some people are so strongly called to do something and they just think this is the only thing I could do. I was actually talking to Davis about this morning, that I can only live one life, and with the choice that I make to do something, I forego another life that I could have lived.
Oh my gosh, the opportunity cost.
Yes.
That has to do with one of my things.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Because if I love what I do, it doesn't matter that I'm giving up a different path.
Yeah.
But it is interesting when sometimes I think to myself, I could be happy on multiple paths.
Exactly.
And it's just, and obviously like if I'm happy on my path, it doesn't matter that there's another path I could also be happy on, but it makes it harder to choose paths when it's not like one is in bright lights and is so obvious and so clear. You actually have to make a decision.
Do you believe in destiny?
I knew you were itching to say something. In what realm?
I don't know. But like, do you believe you were like kind of called to do something and that like you're kind of going to be like, just like, I don't know, like guided to do it by said universe or whatever being you want to say.
Universe, God, whoever you believe is guiding things. Like, I think in some ways, yes. I think in some ways, no. With the podcast, I believe in destiny in the sense I believe it's destined for success. Like truly to my core, I believe that.
Yeah.
And whether or not that's destiny, whatever it is driving that, I don't know. Like whether or not like God put me on this earth to be a podcaster, I don't know. I think like some people have purpose, and I think it's like person dependent. Like I think some people feel so clear they have a certain destiny. I don't know. Do you believe in destiny?
I don't know. I think to like a degree, but I think it's hard because there's like a push and pull where it's like what's meant to be will be, but then also it's like, well, like no, but like part of the development is like trudging, crying, bleeding, sweating, and so like, and like I think there's power in choice. So I don't know. I think so. There's just like such a push and pull there.
Totally.
But I think so.
Well, I like what you said about what's meant to be will be. But sometimes I also think I decide what's meant to be.
That's the problem.
Yeah, like I have decided that at some point I have to decide what's meant to be because I have to put in the effort.
Exactly.
Like you have to put your effort somewhere. And so to say what's meant to be will be, it's like, yes, but you have to put effort in somewhere for anything to be.
Yeah.
So by that logic, I guess, you kind of do decide what is going to be.
Yeah.
You have to make decisions.
I think you do have to make decisions.
You absolutely have to make decisions. And yeah, I think I was thinking about this today, like what God, universe, karma wants from you, it will make happen no matter what path you're on. So I just don't think you can mess it up.
What do you mean by that? Sorry, double click on that.
Like I believe in God, so I'm going to use God, but like replace it with your thing of choice. If God wants me at 40 years old to have a baby, let's say, like this is a random example.
Yeah.
Like there are people who like have vasectomies and they still get pregnant.
Okay, gotcha.
And so I think there are things that like if God has written something that is going to happen, your decisions will not preclude you from that happening. I mean, obviously they're like crazy outliers, but I think in general, like if you're trying to do good things, I just don't think we can limit things that are supposed to happen will happen regardless. Sometimes I think of
said path.
Yeah, like if I decided to be a career woman and if you decide to work in investment banking forever versus if you're doing the podcast, your life would look different. But I think what needs to happen, it will still happen because those are both good paths. Yeah. Like you're still trying to do good things regardless of where you are.
Yeah.
Does that translate?
No, absolutely. I think that's right.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, these things really do keep
this
is actually something that does keep me up at night.
Yeah.
And it goes into my next bullet point of what was on my list. And this one I have written down is just commitment. And I don't even mean like relationships, sure, like not really though, but like I'm talking like more of life commitment. Okay. Even the idea when someone texts me being like, hey, are you free this time? I'm like, well, I don't know. What are we doing? And I'm not sure if I'm going to be free. Like, I like just even like getting myself to be like, I'm committing to this and I am saying no to all other options. It's terrifying for some reason. Like I love to keep my options open at all times. And I think that's a vice I have.
Tell me more about keeping your options open.
Well, like I'm thinking even, okay, like let's say work, for example. Like if I decide to go be a dentist, well, I can't be anything else.
Yeah.
And so it's like at some point, it's kind of like the things where it's like, well, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, but at some point I think we need to put your eggs in one basket. And I'm not faith, like I don't have enough faith, I think, in my baskets or my eggs.
Yes. Like I'm worried about the baskets and the eggs. I'm like, everything involved. No, that's so interesting. Even today you use the phrase, oh, this is a good thing to have in my back pocket.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's so interesting. That's very you.
It's very me. And I don't like that about me. And so
is part of you worried that you're going to make a choice and it doesn't end up being the best thing?
Yes, for sure.
So,
and I think I love the idea of like possibilities. And so when you do say yes to something, you say no to other things.
Mm-hmm, yes. Yeah. Like,
but then you never
yes,
actually commit to anything. Yeah.
Yeah. But then you're like, not that you become the fool, but you do become the fool in like the long term because you don't have, and you said yes to like,
you said yes to nothing.
Yes. By saying no to nothing, you've said yes to nothing.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like
long term, you do become the fool here.
Yes.
Short term, it feels easier.
It feels like the opportunities are endless.
Exactly.
And you're like, yes, it's leaving yourself open to everything.
Yeah.
You know, I was listening to, in my next point also, the Diary of a CEO, Stephen Bartlett, I think I pronounced his last name wrong. He went on the podcast, Hot, Smart, and Rich. Everyone watched this episode. It is just changing my perspective. It was so good.
Is this one you sent me?
Yeah, I sent it to you.
I haven't watched it yet.
He is very interesting, and he's talking about how he's really successful, and one of the things he really wants to do is have a wife and kids.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't see a lot of people in my space getting married and really like tying themselves down to these families.
Yeah.
And he says, one thing he literally says in the podcast is it's so common now that people feel like they're infinite opportunities.
Yeah.
Just with, especially like with dating, with plans, with life, feel like they're endless opportunities. And so there is the need to not tie yourself down.
Yeah.
Because you always have to be ready for the better opportunity to come along.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting because he was just saying, no, the whole point is to tie yourself down to like choose an opportunity, stick with it, and make it amazing.
Yeah.
Versus opening yourself up. Not like the constant illusion of opportunities.
No, for sure.
It's an illusion.
It's an illusion. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. It just feels like it's endless. Mm-hmm. And I think you're like, your power is empty when you don't put it towards anything. Yeah. So I think that's like a problem too, where I feel like I've been like juggling this issue. And there's like so much power, I feel like, in saying like, I want something, put that in place, whether a relationship with X person or whatever. But like, no, you can actually like do something with it. Totally. And yeah, I totally get what he's saying there.
Well, I think it's so powerful what you're saying. Commitment is the strongest and the only thing you really have to give.
Exactly. Yeah, true.
And so it is so powerful to give it. And I mean, like, I get being wary of giving it because then you get 5 years in and you feel quote unquote stuck, even though you never really are stuck. But yeah, it's just like the feeling of,
it's scary, like thinking of making a wrong choice too.
Yeah. Do you think you also just are scared you're going to make wrong decisions?
Yeah, I think it's like one of those things where I'm not sure if I really want XY thing. And so if I choose it now, I can't commit to it fully now because it won't fulfill like what I really want. But does that make sense? Mm-hmm. But like, it's just like, well, it's hard because I don't even really sometimes know what I want.
Yes.
That's hard.
Yeah. It's both with what you want and what you have are somewhat ambiguous. How are you supposed to know if they match up?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, totally. No, I think that's like really common. I think that happens to everyone too.
For sure.
Like committing. And I think also it is so brave of you to be willing to say that because I think so many people will pretend that they're okay with committing and then they have to do everything. Yeah. And they're like, oh, I'm committed. It's like, no, you're half there. What are you talking about?
Totally.
So I think it's cool that you're willing to admit that.
Thank you.
No, I'm trying to give you some flowers.
No, thank you. I feel like you're pretty good at committing.
I think that's self-aware. I have a thing, I'm pretty good at committing to things, but I will say if I commit to something, I'm very much like all the way committed. Like I take my commitments very seriously.
For sure.
And so I do get like if you're hesitant to commit because I know if I commit, I have to go like
exactly.
100%. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't go halfway.
What's hard too is like if I fake commit to something that I know I don't really want, like at the end game, like any effort towards it, it's like pulling teeth.
Yes. Yeah. So, you're like, anyways, I can't do this. I'm not fully committed. And yeah, it's like, it's also, I think for both of us, it's very evident if we're not fully committed, you can just tell.
Yeah.
Because when we are committed, it's intense.
All in. And when we're not, that's actually like, one thing I will say, like your biggest strength is oftentimes your greatest weakness, ironically. And so like, for example, for us, like, our biggest strength is like we're committed to something, and then our biggest weakness is like if I don't see this as being important to like what I want in my life, zero effort, even if it's like a monotonous task.
It is like just glaringly obvious to everyone around. They're like, you are not fully committed to this, and I'm like, yeah, I'm so sorry.
Anyways, I have one more thing on my list. And
As do I.
something that keeps me up at night is our mom is like this. I just know when I have children and they're like teenagers and going out at night, I just like won't be able to sleep till everyone's home. Like,
Yeah.
I know I will be that person.
Yeah.
And like, I think I just need to start fighting it now.
Like, is it actually that? Or are you more talking about like an attachment? Is it actually you're worried about staying up late on Saturday night? Or are you worried that you're going to be like too over involved or
No,
something?
that's what I mean. The latter.
Okay.
No, I mean like,
That's more an expression of an
Yes.
attitude that you're worried
yes.
about. Yes. I get that.
So,
You know, it's one of your like greatest strengths of a mom will be your willingness to get in the weeds of things.
oh, for sure.
And again, our strengths are also our weaknesses.
Also, and the stronger your strength, the greater your weakness.
So yes, you will ride and you will die.
I fear that I just need to start now to prepare.
Yeah, like maybe creating. Yeah, no, that's very self-aware of you.
Thank you. Self-awareness.
Yeah, you are
queen.
like that.
Yeah.
Yes, that I will say valid.
Yeah. I'll be giving you calls at like 2 a.m. Like, she's still not home. You're
I'm
like,
also
okay, take a chill pill.
Like it's 11:15. Okay,
You're like, breathe.
Rebecca's like, I'm getting in the car right now. I'm getting in the car. Like, no, stay in
Stay
bed.
inside.
No, I decided that Davis is the one that's going to stay up waiting for our kids.
Yeah, you're gonna be completely fine.
I gotta go to bed.
He's like a night owl, so
Yeah,
it'll work
he's
perfectly.
gonna love it.
Yeah.
It'll be great. It'll be good. I say that now, and then I just sometimes the crazy comes out after.
It's true.
Like when you have kids, sometimes I'm worried the crazy will come out, and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be so just over
I
the
feel
top.
like you might have like 1 or 2 blow ups,
yeah,
and then you'll like I'm fine.
hopefully I'll taper back.
No, yeah, your table.
I'll taper back. My last thing that keeps me up at night. This kept me up last night, actually.
Really?
Yes. Was because of the podcast I listened to that you need to also listen to it. Everyone needs to listen to it. Is you are going to die. And that is the most powerful thing ever.
Yeah.
Let me explain. Because I think a lot of people get power or get excitement thinking about the legacy they're going to leave and thinking about
Yeah.
the other people's lives that are going to remember them, that are going to think about them. I get so much power thinking about the fact that my great-great-grandchildren will not know my name probably. Like, do you know the name of any of our
No.
great-great-grandparents? Your great-grandparents? Yeah. Like, I know about
barely,
them.
but yeah.
Yeah, like I know about them because my grandparents have told me about them because they were alive.
Yeah.
But my great-great-grandparents, no. Don't know anything about them. And it's so empowering for me, they're going to forget about me. No one's going to care what I'm doing. No one is going to be like,
No.
oh my gosh, your great-great-grandma had a podcast and was like so embarrassing and so cringy. Those words aren't exiting anyone's mouth.
So is this something that like you're relaxed about?
No, so I'm just saying, so go do your big one.
Love it. Love
Go
it.
do your big
Love
one
it.
because literally who cares?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to post on Instagram where I posted a cringy, ugly reel today because I'm just trying to get into the habit of it.
Yeah.
Guess who's going to talk about that? No one.
No one.
No one's going to care
so true.
that like you were on Instagram doing whatever. No one's going to care that at the age of 30 you quit your job and started
Yeah,
fresh
it's
and
true.
started new.
True.
Literally no one's going to care in 100 years. And like, yes, it impacts your immediate family and like your kids, obviously. And I think also why it's so empowering for me is that I am naturally a person that is willing to give up so many things for other people, i.e. like be the martyr. Like I am so willing. That's, I think, one thing that I've had to realize about myself is that I will get value from burning my life for someone else's.
Yeah, totally the same.
Yeah, like i.e. Davis is like when we were married and Davis was like, oh, let's go to Charlotte, North Carolina. I was like, oh, amazing. I'll turn everything down. And like, I got like almost a value from being the one that just gave everything up for my husband.
Yeah.
And I want to be so clear. I'm glad that I would still do that again. Like
Right.
if I got the same opportunity tomorrow, but I think when you let yourself become the martyr, all of a sudden you give up the power that you have over your life.
Yeah,
Like
totally.
I'm giving up the fact that I'm an agent and I'm not reactive, because again, like I would still go to North Carolina, I'd still move across the country and turn down the job I had, but I would approach it so differently and just think, okay, I'm not living for anyone else. Let me make this amazing. I'm not the martyr of anyone's story.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to burn my life up for anyone else's. And I think that was something actually for me that was really made me nervous to have kids, was the fact that I know I have that tendency. So I could see myself just not being willing to put in the work to figure out what I wanted out of life and like what I was ambitious about, because I knew I would have kids and I would just give up because it was easy. And not to say that it's bad for people who do want to do that, but I knew that I was like, I know that I want to do something. I don't know what it is. And I could see myself just giving everything up and letting myself be the martyr for my kids. And to all that to say, I still want to make sacrifices for my kids. I'm still going to I still want to do that. But I want to come from a place of I'm so fulfilled and I'm so happy that I get to give this to you, not resentful. I'm not the one that's, again, burning my life to the ground for someone else.
Yeah.
So I just think that's so powerful. Like, we're going to die.
No, that's very powerful.
And just don't live for anyone else. And that doesn't mean don't create interdependencies and don't make sacrifices for people, but yeah, like you're not the victim. I feel like victim is so overused, so I like the term martyr better, but it's like, dude, you're not a martyr. Who are you dying for? No one asked you to die.
No, I think that's the bottom line, is I feel like I do the same thing as you do, where it's just like, oh, I would do anything for this person.
Yes.
Would literally do anything, die for them. But I'm like, well, what am I willing to do for myself?
Exactly.
And it's like, okay, wait, like, and like probably there are people that I think are like naturally like have like not selfish, but like they're like their self and their wants are at like the forefront, but like that's something that just like doesn't come as naturally to me. I like kind of push it aside, but it's like exercising like I am creating this life. I get one of them, and it's actually about you.
Yeah.
Like in you dying for someone else or whatever, not dying, but you know what I'm saying, being martyred, giving stuff up for other people, like it's almost like they don't really like ask you to do it either. You kind of like volunteer all the time.
Yes.
And then then all of a sudden you kind of feel like a hero for doing it. But then it's like, wait, well, like, hold on. Like, like I'm doing this for like really so I can get approval for myself. Does that make sense?
Yes. No, it's kind of this like weird masochistic where like you almost get value from the pain.
Yeah, exactly.
You get value from the fact that you're willing to give everything up for someone else, when it's like, okay, and this is not going to lead to healthy feelings. This is this is what leads to resentment, because again, nobody asked you to give up everything. And I think it's not to say that sacrifice is bad either.
Exactly. But it's almost like, no, like I am doing this because for the betterment of like XYZ thing, and I want XYZ thing. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, I don't know.
Well, I think it's all about the mindset. It's the whole thing of, I would still move to Charlotte no matter what, because that was the right thing to do. And I'm like so glad that I did it. It's just the mindset in which you have is that I'm not a victim of that. It's we're choosing this together, and I'm going to do something that still fulfills me. And I'm still going to go do it big and go try to like live my biggest life and not be a victim of the fact that I'm just living in Charlotte trying to like make it work. It's like, okay, no, go live your life, girl. Like you're there. Go do something. Like make your life what you want it.
You guys moved.
And then we moved back. We're not there. But the whole circle of life, you know?
Go, girl.
Anyways, so that has been my musing.
Go ahead. No, I think that's a great muse. I have something else to ask you.
Yeah.
Completely irrelated. But I keep seeing these things on like healing the inner child.
Oh.
Have you done any inner child work?
Like, not specifically. I have not specifically done anything for the inner child.
I haven't really either. I'm just like, I saw Kendall Jenner talking about it on, I think, that podcast with whatever his name is.
Hot, Smart, and Rich.
No. Stephen Bartlett.
On Diary of a CEO.
Thank you. And he's like, she's talking about all this inner child work that she's doing. She like puts a picture up of her, like, I think her dad was talking about this the other day too. Like
our dad.
Yeah, our dad.
I thought you said her dad. And
no,
our
dad.
What?
And so I'm just curious.
Yeah, the whole idea is
about like inner child.
The hard thing is that I don't like hate myself. I don't think she does either. No, I don't hate myself, but like maybe I don't know.
She just had a really strong inner child.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe I need to think. I haven't even thought about that. So maybe it's just something I need to think about, because I don't know. I don't know what that looks like.
Yeah, I'm not really sure either. So I'm just very curious.
Yeah, because I know like for people who have a lot of negative self-talk, they look at a picture of their younger self.
Oh, and so they're like, imagine me saying these mean things to this girl right here.
You're like, this girl is so, like, she's pure. You would never say something rude to this girl, and this is you. Like, this is your inner self.
Yeah.
So I think that's to the extent of my knowledge about it.
No, that was actually what she said exactly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Pretty much.
So, yeah, I think if you struggle with negative self-talk, which sometimes I'm, like, savage to myself a little bit, but, yeah, anyways. One thing that I actually have been struggling with recently that I wanted to get your take on. Not even your take, I just wanted to say it out loud.
What have you been struggling with? Tell us.
Is I feel like I have been talking a big game recently and then not following through on certain things. Let me give examples.
Yes, that's what I was going.
Okay. For example, saying like, oh, I'm going to wake up early every day. Oh, I'm going to post on socials every single day. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then not doing it to the extent in which I know I should and could be doing. Not even that I should and could, to the extent that I would like to be doing it.
Yeah.
Even the extent that I want to do it.
Yeah.
And I think it is creating, for me, a weird thing internally and with my psyche where I'm saying too many things and then not doing them. Yeah. And I think that messes with your head a lot. And so I just had a really big, like, come to Jesus moment today where I said, I need to start following through. I'm getting soft.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
It's been really bad.
No, it's
been really, really bad.
And it changes your view of self.
No, it does change your view of self because I hate to say this, but like effort does matter. Like, yes, we are important. And like, yes, we have, like, you have worth just being you, but like effort makes things, build things. It matters actually.
Well, yeah, it's like I still have worth, and in the same exact breath, I have very clear things that I want to achieve.
Yes, and I'm not doing them.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, well, if I actually want this, like I keep saying that I want this so badly. Yeah. And then, okay, you're not doing XYZ thing. Or even I'm saying like, oh, I'm going to post every day on my personal channel. Like plot twist, we're just trying to get the pod where we want it to go.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, oh, I'm not doing it.
No, same. I have not posted anything in weeks.
No, and it is like, it just is changing. It's just the mismatch between what you say and what you do. I think your brain gets confused, genuinely.
Yeah, I think it's hard because I think your brain is always trying to solve problems, but I feel like it's like the problem isn't even broken down far enough almost. I don't know. Are you
saying your goal is big and you don't know the steps?
Yeah, like it's like even, I don't know.
I'm just saying I actually have like clear action items that I'm saying I want to do and I'm not doing them. Like I'm saying I want to wake up early every day.
Yeah, the early one, that's tough. I don't know.
It's killing me. It's actually like today I was like, I got to get my act together.
Yeah.
I'm like waking up early 2 to 3 days a week and the rest is just a free for all.
Left eye is still twitching.
What time are you going to bed?
Like not that late. Like 11 o'clock.
That's not bad.
No, 11:30.
Especially like if you don't wake up super early.
No, I don't wake up super early, so I just don't know what's going on.
Are you like looking at screens before bed? I'm trying to.
No, just this week I have stopped looking at screens before bed.
Oh, I'm
reading before bed.
I don't know if that actually matters, but I'm trying to. What are you reading?
Oh, just my same book. I'm like 85% of the way there.
Wait, is it still the manifesting book?
No, I finished. Well,
you basically finished that book.
I moved on from that one. Wait. That one was like, check.
Oh, it's the same book?
It's the same book.
Well, which is?
I don't really want to say it for some reason.
Okay. Okay.
Just kidding. The Road Less Traveled. You can go watch it.
This is the same book. Road Less Traveled.
I won't close.
I thought you were going to have some like weird niche romantasy novel.
No.
Like he chooses her. No,
are you kidding me? I'm always self-help books. But I'm so close.
Traveled.
It's so good. It's such a good book.
No, it's a great book. You've gotten a lot of great nuggets from that book.
You know what's one, and we can cut this, but like one theory that I had, which was fascinating, is the idea that your body houses DNA, and so it houses your ancestors' memories. So like literally like because like our memories are stored in cells like somehow in our body. Like tell me how is a memory stored? We don't really know.
Yeah.
And so it's literally like passed down generation to generation. So like sometimes like the author gave the example, like he was in Singapore and his wife was like, hey, what is that thing? And he was like, oh, it's Singapore's like racquetball club. And he's like, wait, like how did I know this? I've never like been here. Ancestors are from Singapore. Wow. He just like knew it. So his thing too is like there are just like levels of our subconscious that we like don't even really realize. So that was kind of interesting.
I agree. No, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of the feeling of in a past life I was XYZ and maybe it's just your ancestor.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So very interesting.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to think if there's something that I just intrinsically knew because of my ancestors, and I can't think of anything. But I like that example. That was cool.
You're welcome.
It's so fascinating how little we know about the human psyche and how it works.
Oh yeah, our brains are like so fascinating.
Yeah, even all of this and like self-talk and how much it matters. It's interesting to me. Do you know like all the woo-woo stuff? Like it used to be super woo-woo, like positive self-talk, self-affirmations used to be woo-woo weird stuff. And now all of the evidence is supporting it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so I just think it's so fascinating that we're actually catching up to all of like the Eastern practices of meditation that they've been doing for eons.
For years.
And we refused to do it because it wasn't science backed.
Yeah.
And now science is backing all the woo-woo.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing.
You gotta woo-woo it up.
Well, I'm big into the woo-woo these days.
Woo-woo to boo-boo.
I'm really leaning into the woo-woo.
Yeah.
I've said woo-woo too many times and now it just doesn't mean anything. Positive self-talk.
We are going to be waking up earlier. Let's report. Maybe this is good. Maybe like we can go and report on how we're doing.
And I'm realizing this is why I've been wanting to do 75 hard. I've had an itch to do 75 hard.
I noticed that.
I think it's because I just have this like discipline that I'm craving.
You're craving some. I'm with you.
Yeah,
dude.
like I'm craving to have this challenge and just to prove myself you can do these things every single day.
Should we do 75 hard?
A girl I know. So I did my post about 75 hard today about wanting to do 75 hard. A girl I know commented and said she was doing a 30-day challenge.
Oh, I like that.
It's not like, it's like 30, tone it up 30. Set the tone. 30 tone. 30 tone. But basically it's it was supposed to be like to set the tone for your year. She did it and she's just doing it this month because why not? So I think I might do the 30-day version.
I'd do it with you.
Yeah, I'll do 30 tone it up. I need a different name. I like the third. It's fine. Set the tone. 30 set the tone. I can't keep saying it. It's a 30-day challenge, and I think I'm going to do it.
I would love to join you. I'm really good about bandwagoning on these things.
No, you are a bandwagon queen.
Like, you're going to eat clean for a month? Oh, I'm in. I only do it 75% of the way there.
What's so hard? It's like when I did my crazy diet, when I was doing the anti-inflammatory diet, and you were like 60% of the way. You're like, yeah, I still eat eggs, though, every morning. No, you were there.
The only thing I didn't have was eggs and oatmeal, but I ate a lot of steak because you were eating steak.
Yeah, I know. You were there with me, and I appreciated that. I just think it's funny in the back of my head. I'm like, are you doing this for 15 days? Like, how committed are you to this? Again, it's your commitment thing.
No, I'm down for the 30 days of woo-woo.
Maybe we'll call it 30 days of woo-woo. But it's no sweets for 30 days.
Oh, that's like not a problem.
That's the hardest thing for me.
Oh, that one? Oh, I think I need to have like a wake up time.
It starts, that should be, that needs to be in mine. And I think it should only be like 7:30.
Yeah.
Like nothing crazy.
Oh, I was thinking like 8. Like I just have to be up before 8.
It starts April 8th. April 8th. It's the 2nd. So in 6 days, next Wednesday.
Oh, so she's starting the challenge.
Yes, she's starting the challenge. So the girl who posted about it, she's going to do 75 hard.
Yeah.
For that, I joined the group me for it, just in case. There's like 700 people.
You're committed.
Well, I thought she was in the group me, so I thought I was joining it with her. She's doing a different challenge.
Got it.
But the tone challenge is, she's doing the 30-day version of it.
Starting April 8th.
Yeah, April 8th. And you don't have to do one of your workouts outside. You can do both your workouts
Okay, yeah, I can do it. I mean, it just weather
depends.
permitting.
Yeah, like today it's raining, and look, I'll get hard, David Goggins, but
Nah.
I don't need to be like wet. So anyways, I will post about the Tone It Up 30 challenge if anyone wants to do it.
Yeah, I'm in.
I can invite all of you to it with us. I think it's like eating clean, drinking a gallon of water, which will be brutal. I really struggle with that. I don't think there's a reading goal. There's just no sweets. But I think you can do a diet of your choosing probably.
Yeah.
Hers was no sweets. So maybe I'll do that. Or it doesn't matter what I'm going to do, but.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Just like that, I'm in.
No, he's like, don't have to tell me twice. And then wake up before 8 a.m. every day.
Yeah,
and it restarts. I need you to send me like a picture every day.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think people need proof that I'm awake.
I think you should do a daily check-in on your stories.
That's a good idea.
You should make this a story arc for people.
That I'm waking up early?
No, like you're doing the Tone It Up 30 challenge.
The
woo-woo challenge. Tell people we're doing the 30 days of woo-woo.
I think that's actually really good.
You can post everything about your woo-woo.
Stuff to post about. I'm like,
yes.
My life is just not that crazy.
No, it's not crazy.
Yeah.
Me posting my like most basic morning routine, eating ground beef. I'm like, okay.
That's so gross.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Ground beef for breakfast.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, 30 days of woo, and I think every morning you clock in what time you woke up.
That's good.
You have to tell people, because admitting to people that you're waking up at 8:45 is so embarrassing.
I'm like some days not even there. Like I've got to call it like 9:30. I'm like up at 9:15. Like it's bad.
No.
It's so embarrassing.
No,
I'm like so embarrassing to air this.
No, I've also been there where I'll be at the gym at 10:30 and this is the first thing I've done today.
Well, it's so funny because sometimes I'll be at the gym at like 10 and he'll be there and I'm like, yes. I thought you were waking up early.
Yes,
like this happened once this week. Yes, without you were like, I'm gonna be at the gym at 7:30, and then I was like, okay, I might try to be that, and then I wake up, you're not there.
No, not there. Wait, did you go early that day?
No, you weren't there, so I didn't go.
Oh,
I had other things to do.
That's what I'm saying. And some days, again, twice a week, I'm up at 6:45.
That's pretty good though.
And the other 3 days, 8:30. Yeah. Like we're just hitting. My alarm goes off the same time every day.
I need one of those hatch alarms.
Yeah, I know. I have one of those, and it helps.
I have a problem. I like wake up groggy. I know we're probably not tripping.
No. Let's keep going.
I wake up groggy every morning, and like I don't know what to do about it. And also, like, am I going like? I would like at the weekend that we went to St. George, Vegas, like I was up so late. It like totally messed up my sleep schedule the next week.
I think your eye's still twitching from that.
No, it is actually. I think it is actually. But like even if I go to bed at like 10:30, if I wake up at 7:30, I wake up so groggy still. Like no, I don't feel good any single morning.
Yes. No, this was always my question in the peanut gallery of people who wake up at 6 a.m. every single day. Do you ever wake up not tired?
I don't know.
Is everyone just powering through the first 5 minutes of waking up at 6? And like, this sucks every morning, but every morning they just do it and it becomes a habit? Or do you actually get used to it? Because one thing I would also ask to you is, have you consistently gone to bed and woken up at the same time for 30 consecutive days?
Like, no.
The answer is no for me.
No, absolutely not.
Like,
like I said, the St. George weekend really threw me.
Well, and I also just mean like the weekend, even if I'm trying and not going on a crazy trip, still on the weekend I'm going to bed
I'm going to bed
midnight.
At like midnight, sometimes like 12:30.
Yeah, like there still are late nights. Yeah. And so I just feel like I can't completely say never until I've done it for like 60 straight days. But
who does that?
That's
my question.
Who does that?
That
has a normal social life.
That's the thing. That has a normal social life. Maybe if you both marry like supreme morning people, extreme morning people.
Yeah.
But like, it's not.
I know.
There.
Well, it's like how our dad wakes up naturally at 4:30. He's like, I just can't go back to bed.
I know.
I don't wish to have that because 4:30 is significantly too early. Really Dad, if you're watching this, just know I pray for you in your sleep. But I just can't wake up at 4:30 a.m.
No.
Like, I just feel exhausted. Or if I naturally woke up every single day, I would be waking up again 8:30, maybe 9.
I know.
Even going to bed, I will clock 9.5 hours of sleep like it's nothing.
I know, same.
And that means 10 hours in bed, 9 hours and 30 minutes of being asleep. And I don't think people understand I will sleep for 10 hours every single night.
Okay, I think I still have PTSD from like investment making or like something because so I went to this witch doctor.
Yes.
Like a year ago with Sadie, because Sadie was having all of her like health stuff, and then her like ex-mother-in-law was like, hey, I know this like lady, and like you put like your finger into like this like computer metal thing, and then it like tells you all these things that are like wrong with you.
Interesting.
Anyways, so she does Sadie, and like she had done her before, and she's like, oh, like you're actually like doing a little bit better. You're like cortisol really high, you're really stressed basically. And then she gets to me and she's doing it to me, and she's like, how are you operating at the level you're operating at? I'm like, thank you. I'm like, I am seen, and like my output and capabilities my ceiling is low right now.
Yes.
And out of my control.
You're like, someone is finally seeing what I am going through every single day. Was it your cortisol levels that were so high?
It was my adrenal gland was not functioning.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, or something of that sort. And I had a bunch of things that were really going on. And she was like, she gave this herb medicine that I was supposed to take for 3 months, and I did. And I don't think anything has changed.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
but
that's fair.
What I was seeing.
You are always saying you just feel like there's something going on.
I do. I have this underlying feeling where I'm like, I'm just not firing at all cylinders. That's where I'm at.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah.
Do you think part of that is situational?
What do you mean
by situational? I mean, so sometimes for me, I'm not firing on all cylinders, and sometimes I think it's because my life isn't very structured right now.
Yeah.
And so because I lack structure, I crave it so much. But it's so hard to impose structure on yourself because when I'm tired, I don't have to be anywhere.
That's the issue. I don't have to be anywhere.
I
think that's with waking up. It's helpful when you have to be somewhere, but it's also really stressful. So the issue is when I had something to wake up for, I wasn't feeling any better than I am now.
No, yeah, I was still exhausted, but you just had the thing that pulled you out of bed.
You had the thing that pulled you out of bed.
Yeah, last week I had to go to Home Depot, be at Home Depot at 6 a.m. to pick something up for work last Friday. It was egregious.
Look at you.
Alarm goes off at 5:40 because I just woke up, put on sweats, and went.
Yeah.
First person in line at Home Depot. If you want to know, owning a small business is that's it. And no, again, so I get the worst sleep of my life because I'm thinking constantly about this 5:40 a.m. wake up time, and I have to be at Home Depot because I have to be back before our truck leaves for the day.
Yes.
So it's so stressful, and when I woke up again, firing on all cylinders immediately, sweating the whole time trying to get it done, and so I was up at 5:40 in the morning, and it was awful.
Yeah,
it was the worst morning. I came home, I slept for another hour. It was the most restorative sleep of the whole night.
It's tough.
I'm just still tired. And is anyone not tired?
Is anyone not tired? I don't know.
Well, here's also, something I need to air out. People think it's so amazing. You know those guys that wake up at 4 a.m. every day? They go to bed at 7 p.m., wake up at 4 a.m. and all the dudes are like, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing ever. No one actually wants to be that because then when you try to start going to bed at 9 p.m., all of a sudden everyone's like, you're not coming out. You're not hanging out with us anymore. And you're like, well, okay, well, I need to be social. And I want to be social.
You want to be social. You want to develop relationships.
Yes. I would like to hang out. And so, I don't know how it all plays together.
I don't know.
Should we start some sort of... The hard thing is, I just don't know if we're the right accountability partners for each other.
No.
Because, again, we text each other, not going to make it today. And the answer's all right.
See you next time.
Dragon tomorrow. That's why I think we need to post the wake up times on Instagram.
I think that's smart. I think that's good.
For 30 woo-woo.
For 30 woo-woo.
Woo-woo.
I think I need to get the hatch alarm for that.
Yeah, I think that maybe that'll be a fun...
I think that's a good thing.
Sometimes just a fun new device changes your whole outlook on things.
That's what I was gonna say. Well, I just feel what am I gonna post? A screenshot of my alarm and a screenshot of my wallpaper. What am I gonna post every day?
I was thinking you were posting a selfie of you in bed.
I'm not gonna be posting a selfie of me. I'm in bed at the timestamp is 6:52. No.
The people that post them getting out of bed, a lot of them look cute.
Well,
just don't look
these
like
are
that.
so staged, though.
Oh, they are.
I remember one time you told me I had to send you that, and so I am just completely staging everything. I'm staging how I'm in bed. I'm stretching.
The video of her stretching, she did not get an angle you could actually see her. So
what angle do you want with that? You're getting out of bed.
You just see this bed and just these two limbs moving. You don't see any other part of her person, just these arms.
The people just love those limbs.
I was thinking you'd be bedside. You could see you pulling the covers off.
No, that's way too close in the morning.
Yeah, especially they're wearing new pajamas set every night.
Yeah,
they get so much PR that they have a new fresh set every night. I'm rotating my same 3 Christmas PJs.
I've got some baggy t-shirts only.
Yeah,
also, can we talk about me like not wearing makeup on like I'm not just it's just jarring.
Oh.
So like my raw face doesn't need to be seen sometimes. I guess.
So
I don't know.
The hatch alarm is a very easy way to show the time of morning.
Yeah, I could just be like, hey, I woke up at this time.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, and you need to systematize it. You'll need to have your picture every day, otherwise you won't do it.
That's what I'm
You won't
saying is
post
like
it.
I just think me like taking a picture like after me just like waking up is just not a good thing for me or
for the
anyone
brand
who follows.
for
Exactly.
brand.
Like I just have to think to myself like, what companies would sponsor that?
So yeah, maybe it's the hatch alarm.
Maybe it's hatch alarm.
This is good. So go get. Are you gonna order a hatch alarm?
Yeah,
then?
I
Are you
think we
committed?
can order a hatch alarm.
Get your hatch.
Yeah, because they do like how they like it slowly brightens the room.
Yeah, and at night you can put red light.
Oh, really?
I have a nighttime routine.
Fun.
So at a certain time it gets music.
Love.
Like it starts playing music and it turns to a sunset.
See, I think that's good.
And then it goes to red light with sound. And it's also a sound machine. I sleep with it silent because I don't have anything to drown out. It's not loud, but you can make it a sound machine.
I have a sound machine that I actually really like.
Yes. I do unfortunately have a subscription payment with it that I'm
Hatch?
currently with my hatch alarm. Yes.
Is this a subscription thing?
Yes, I have the subscription for all of these
That's
routines. Again,
But you have a subscription.
Yes, I really wanted the hatch alarm. Clearly. It doesn't make any sense to me that you need a subscription for an alarm clock. It is diabolical, but their marketing is amazing that they have gotten all these people to get subscription alarm clocks. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I think it has most of the functionality without the subscription.
Okay. Yeah.
I would look into that though before you purchase.
Yeah.
But if you don't, you could just get like an Amazon dupe.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
You gotta get hatched.
You need to get. I was just gonna say. I'm like, you
no,
can't be
I'm
posting
not
your
getting the
dupe.
dupe.
You have to. You just bite the bullet.
I'm gonna bite the bullet. And
Just
get
bite the
hatch.
bullet. So yeah, join us on 30 Woo Woo.
30 Woo Woo.
Starting April 8th.
I guess it's April 8th that we're starting.
Next Wednesday. Well, that's when there's.
It's next Wednesday?
Yeah.
I know things need to start on a Monday. What if we start the 6th?
We could start the 6th.
Let's start the 8th.
Let's start the 8th. I kind of like a Wednesday. You're in the week.
Hump day?
You're humping the day. It kind of gets a fresh start, a fresh vibe on the week. But also, it's more so, when I have no reason to start, and so it's almost helpful that somebody else arbitrarily imposed a date on me.
That's true.
Like April 8th is the day that we're starting.
It's like New Year's. It's like it's the Monday after Jan 1.
Yes,
specifically.
exactly. Monday after Jan 1 is the day the New Year starts. Yeah. So yeah, it's just like somebody else imposes a time for you to create a goal.
I think it's good.
So yeah, April 8th, we're starting. And then also the listeners are going to see this on the 6th, so they can decide if they want to start with us on the 8th.
I love that. That's a great idea.
Yeah. You've now heard this at length. So everyone, if Rebecca's not posting what time she's getting up, and I will as well, hound us.
Yeah.
Please, we need some shame. Bring shame back.
Honestly, bring back shame.
Yeah, some people.
Fine.
Yeah. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's like really something to get you going.
It's a healthy thing. Mm-hmm. We have shame. We have that emotion for a reason.
Yeah, like it is there.
Yeah.
And every emotion used in the right dose is great. Like stress in the right dose, great. Shame in the right dose, great.
There's a reason. You know what's crazy? It's a reason that like every human has this emotion. Just in different circumstances, different depths. But like, yeah.
It's just information.
It's just information for us.
Totally. Just the way you process it is what matters.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we love you guys. Thank you for sticking with us. We've been on a journey this episode.
We have. We've been all over the place.
All over the place. And we'll see you next time. Bye.